I got some legally sourced cuttings here. I got like an Opuntia variety, and then I kind of forgot what these are because yeah, because I did not buy these. I'm just going to quickly show how to plant these real quick. I let them callus over for a day or two. This one's already got a root on it, you can see. All right, so yeah, so right here I got some cactus mix from the store, and then I got this bucket of perlite here. A lot of people criticize perlite in the cactus growing community because they say it's too light for, but it works totally fine. So just for basics, you can just do like 50% perlite and 50% just regular cactus mix. A lot of people usually like to do I'm just going to do a handful here. A lot of people like to do about like 70% inorganic material like pumice and limestone and perlite and all that stuff. But for me, I'm just going to go, 2 handfuls of cactus soil mix, and then maybe 2.5 handfuls of perlite, and then maybe you can sprinkle in some gravel, because all you're doing is just trying to make sure it gets the most amount of moisture without holding on to it, if that makes sense. Cactus roots like to have oxygen, which is why perlite is good, because perlite's got all these little microscopic holes in it that can hold on to oxygen. Yeah, so I'm just shit. Okay. Yeah, well, I'm gonna plant it. Yep. All right. So what you're gonna do is these don't really have roots yet, so you don't gotta stress about it too much. Just gonna put some stuff in there. People will ask like, okay, well, you have cactus mix, so then why do you need to add more stuff to it? And the reason why is just because even though they say it's for cactus and succulents, it still retains too much moisture a lot of the time, and people will often have problems with like root rot and whatnot. So just making sure to try to make it as aerated as possible sort of gives the best chance of like long-term survival and thriving for your cactus. I'm kind of doing this with one hand. It's a little difficult here. These don't have spikes on them that are going to hurt me, so I'm just plopping it in there. You do got to be careful because they'll fly around, but they'll, as they grow more roots, they'll settle in. So now that I'm planting these, they should be able to stay in here for the next like 2 years maybe. But yeah, you're done. All right, so I put some decorative gravel I got. I didn't buy it. I just picked it up off the ground. You can buy some if you want, if you're fancy like that. So I did not water these. People like to kind of drench their plant after planting them. That might work for like vegetables, but for cactuses, that might impact their growth. Because if you water them straight away, then it's going to prevent them from growing roots early on. When you don't water them, keep them in a drought situation, then it'll force them to shoot out some early roots to go look for water. So that will kind of help in the long term with root development. Just give it a few days, and then after that you can water it, give it a nice little soak and whatnot. So yeah, now I got these little dudes planted, and now they're gonna go in my cactus box. So as you can see, now I got 4 cactuses with me. The one on the far left I cut myself from a larger plant, legally probably. Yeah, and now I'm just gonna watch these things slowly grow for the next who knows how long.